looking at Cardano here from a daily perspective, well, you'll note now that actually we're up almost 8% on Cardano as we speak, which is a nice breakout above the 150 level that I had marked in previous FXStreet posts as a key level. If we get the daily close, of course, we need a daily close above that to confirm. So we'll see how today evolves. But I just want to point out in terms of people that are skeptical about the market and what I see, when I see Cardano doing this, and when I see other cryptocurrencies having strong days today, we have AXS over 30%. We have GRT up over 4%. We have ENG up almost 4%, EGLD, MANA up over 5%, SOL over almost 6%. Is that we see weakness in the bigger coins, in Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're seeing more strength in the smaller alternative coins, which is exactly what you want to see in a bullish environment. You want to see an environment where there's a lot of breadth. You can apply this to the stock market. You can apply it to any type of market. If there's more coins participating in the cryptocurrency market, that means that there's more risk on and there's more liquidity entering the market. And that's exactly what you want when you're looking for a bullish outlook for the cryptocurrency market. So I see this move today in Cardano is just another example of that broadening of the market and support that's coming into the cryptocurrency market in general. Now, specifically to Cardano, really the issue has been for a long time, for most of this year and even for last year, was the resilience of the resistance related to the 2018 high at 1.39 and 79, so let's say 1.40. You can see that getting above it was a challenge. Getting above it again here was a challenge. We finally broke out of a symmetrical triangle pattern here and got a daily close above on the 7th. The actual trigger here was on the 5th of August when we did break out above the descending trend line of a symmetrical triangle. Then the key was, the next stage was to get a daily close above 150 before we could I felt investors could set their sights on much higher prices. And it looks like today, if it holds, we're up 8%. We're going to get that confirmation. And now we can really begin to entertain and discover a lot higher prices for Cardano moving forward. Yes, we are getting an RSI a little bit overbought with this move today as it stands. Not a big deal. Overbought markets tend to become more overbought. So this is exactly what you want to see. You want to see high momentum rather than low momentum. One of the things that also it's interesting to note here is that as this move today is developing, we started showing a golden cross on the 6-hour chart over the weekend, which coincided with the breakout from the symmetrical triangle pattern. So the last time this took place was also a bullish advance in November for Cardano. So that adds to it. So overall, really, what going into today, as I wrote yesterday, we were looking at a situation where we had a daily and a weekly close above 140 last week, which was positive. It was the first weekly close in a while above 140. We had the 50-day moving average flattening and turning higher, also positive because it was resistance. You'll see here. And now with it advancing, you're going to have more formidable, incredible support moving forward. And also that you were very close to the 150 mark. So now today we're going to have 4 different things, those things plus the close above the 150 mark. So it sets Cardano up for higher prices. In terms of a move, it was about 28% from this particular level of 150. At the current price, there's still another, let's say, 20% still available to the upside if you wanted to take the trade now and not wait for the daily close. So at this point, you know, with the breakouts today in Cardano, I've shifted to a bullish outlook if it's sustained on a daily closing basis. On the downside, really, it's all about the 50-day moving average at 1.31. That needs to hold. If we get below that, even though we probably will discover support the 200-day, that's too deep of a correction for a bullish outlook. It really needs to hold the 50-day simple moving average at 131 for the bullish outlook to remain.
It's really interesting to see Cardano whip out such a big move, because on the lower time frames I see it as above average volume, but on the daily time frame it's still, the jury is still out. Need to see how the volume develops for this candle. Either way, this is a good sign, and so this upswing will be to not, at least from my end, if it doesn't at least retest the swing, the range higher at 1.61. If it does, this is going to be a really good support level that formed here. This demand zone, which ranges from 1.4 to 1.5. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a retest or even a sweep of the 1.16 level. I think something like this is going to follow with Ethereum as well. Is it happening for Ethereum? Nope. Right. So for Cardano, I'm looking at a retest or a sweep of 1.61, which is the range high of this particular range, which ranges from approximately $1 to 1.61. Apart from that, I am looking at the 1.65 level. Anything above it, from a long-term perspective, is the $2 level, which comes up, actually the 1.95 level. But yeah, this 1.82 level is also significant considering the amount of taps, the failed attempts it tried on May 10th, 26th May, June 3rd. So yeah, basically I'm looking at a sweep of this, a retest of this. So something like this, retest of this, and then move higher, or directly sweep this, and then use this particular zone here as support, and then move higher. At least 1.2 is inevitable right now, considering the way Cardano is going. That is, if it produces a close above 1.61. But anything, if it's just a sweep, then I'm expecting a retest of this particular demand zone ranging from 1.40 to 1.5. If we do get a breach of the 1.82, I think 1.95 is inevitable. That's as far high as I'm willing to go for Cardano. Anything beyond this would be a little too bullish for me. But from a bearish perspective, this level, this demand zone needs to hold. Right, anything beyond this would be really bearish for Cardano again. But at least not as bearish as a breach of the 50 fib, which comes around 1.3. As long as we stay above this demand zone here, Cardano looks really, really good. And honestly, I don't see anything from a nonchalant perspective that actually tells you about this particular move right now. There's only one last cluster of underwater resistance from the investors, which ranges from 1.6 to 1.61, the level that I just talked about, and it ranges up to 2.24. So that is a really big level for Cardano to cross. It'll be interesting to see how it goes about it.